Godless voice here. I have a thing about forgiveness. I don't support it at all. Forgiveness is nonsense. The reason for this is, and this is by definition, let's read the definition first. And this is from Merriam-Webster. To stop feeling anger towards someone who has done something wrong, to stop blaming someone. Stop feeling anger about something. The transitive verb version of it. To give up resentment or a claim to requital for. To grant relief from payment of. To cease to feel resentment against. If somebody is prone to doing something negative, why would you stop holding that against them? That is, in effect, allowing them to continue to use this flaw against you. And I don't entirely get behind that. That's not to say that there's not a place for things like apologies, compensation. Compensation is something that you should allow something to go away on. Because they've actually, if they were truly sorry, if they were truly apologetic for something, they would compensate for the damages. Not just beg for forgiveness. Oh, I'm sorry I costed you something. Let me go. That's what forgiveness is. I'm sorry that I have led to you having to lose something or to work extra hard for something. Blow it off, please. That's what you're doing whenever you're asking for forgiveness. And I don't get behind that. If you are truly apologetic and sorry that you did something, you will recompensate them for it. And forgiving somebody, you don't have to hold it against them, so to speak, to not forgive them. Not forgiving somebody does not mean you hate them or that you're condemning them all the time. It's an understanding that they have a certain flaw that you are now going to pay attention to. And forgiving them of that flaw is saying that you're not going to pay them attention or hold that flaw against them. It makes no damn sense. If somebody has a tendency or is prone to fucking up a certain way, allowing them to get away with it is not helping them. It's costing you. It's illogical. If they're apologetic, and then even if you want to let them go on not giving you some kind of recompensation for it, that's all your business. You can accept an apology without forgiving them. I accept your apology. I recognize that you are sorry that you did that, and you probably can't be able to pay for whatever damage you've done. I recognize that. But I'm not going to forgive you for it. I'm going to remember that this is something that you're possibly prone to do, that this is a certain weak point in your character, this is a certain flaw in your behavior or your actions or your knowledge. I'm going to remember this. It doesn't mean I hate you. It just means I recognize that there is a certain weakness that I need to guard myself against from you. And that's why I am against forgiveness. Forgiveness is a joke. Forgiveness is asking to be screwed over. And you don't have to discredit somebody as a human being by not forgiving them. That's a thing that I think a lot of people miss. Just because you decide not to forgive somebody doesn't mean you actually have to hold them in a negative light or be negative towards them or hold them at some lower level. You're not doing that. No, what you're doing is you're protecting yourself. And too many people associate that. Well, you must forgive everyone. Yeah, that's very biblical. That's a religious thing. Forgiveness for no fucking reason. Forgiveness without recompensation, without reason, without some kind of purpose, some kind of balance being struck. That's a religious habit. Honestly, I think it's something that's there to get people prepared to make up, to accept that God is fucking them over at some point. I don't know. Or maybe to put somebody in some kind of psychological place where they owe God because they have been forgiven for some invisible problem. Who knows? Point is, forgiveness is nonsense. Don't forgive anybody. You can accept an apology. You don't have to forgive them. And not forgiving them doesn't mean that you are holding them as a terrible person. Well, that's just my opinion. What do you think? Leave comments below in the video. If you like the video, share it. Hit the little thumbs up. And subscribe. Hey, I put out these videos regularly. This is Godless Voice signing off.